Hello everyone, welcome to the third lesson of our web programming course. So let's talk about URLs, those web addresses you type into your browser. As you can see, the courses.cs.washington.edu and this paths are the paths are URL. A URL is like a complete address that tells your browser exactly where to find the web page. Break down a simple URL. Yes, that's Washington.edu. It's the actual. No, sorry. Yes, basic URL. İşte, basic URL ev-bc.com info guest tab and index HTML. As you can see, a basic URL is a protocol, host, and path. And let's like the build address. Finally, page.html, index HTML is a path. Like directions to a specific room in the building. When you enter a rule, enter a URL, your browser first asks a DNS server for the website's IP address. Connects to that address row port 18 as for the specific page and then shows it to you. And more advanced. What's that? URLs can do more than just take you to a web page. How? Let me show you some special features. First, we have anchors. When you see a hashtag in a URL like downloads, it jumps to a specific part of the page, like going straight to chapter 3 in a book. Sometimes you might see the colon on number of the thing, but let me show you an example. This is section, size section. If I write 2, sends me more advanced URLs. If I want which number I write here, it shows me the contents section, and 12 and 5. As you can see the section part of website, and let's go into the slide view. And sometimes then you might see a column on the number of the website name, like 1818. It's a CADA port number. The port number is for your local server or sometimes public page. It can be mine, but generally we use it for local servers. This is called the port number. Finally, there is something called a query string, which starts with a question mark. For example, when you search on Google, you might see something like google.com search and query the variable failure starts equals on to 10. Let me show you an example. I write search comes from and cat and web web programming. Yeah, right. A pair from URL, and actually it shows on prompt. The parameter query is the query to set the measurable failure. Parameters are set to 10. Start. The 10th search query, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 10th is this. It's easy, but This tells Google your search for cats. These features make US very powerful. And let's continue. And HTTP. The most important thing for web programming is HTTP. What's HTTP? What's the HTTP protocol? And you have to write you have to leave a note for this section. You need to take a note for HTTP because it might be hard. HTTP is like a language web browsers and web servers used to talk to each other. When you browse one web page, it sends comments to the server. The most comments are get to download something or getting something. I want a data from website. As it's an example for file name and download. The get request type, and you can show it from Postman. Postman. You can send the HTTP request from this program using this program. The get request is a get databases and to which ID send it, and it gives me a data from this URL. Yes, get request. The post request and the web form response. I send the website. It's getting the web data and I send it data. I put uploads. Let's do step by step. Send information. But you understand. Post to send, get to download something, getting something. Post to send information like when you fill out a form, and cut to upload file. Let me give you a simple example. When you type a website address, you browse send the get comment to server saying please send me this page. Server then responds by sending back to website. The page is like having a conversation where each side can understand exactly what the other wants. Is that similar thing about with a panel is an example. Let's continue. HTTP error codes. These are HTTP error codes. You can see for 404 and 408 and 200. Okay, meaning. And I can put you an example, but not there. RFC 2616 is the HTTP protocol. Hypertext Transfer Protocol is the HTTP. We can see some status code, and from it starts from 1, 2. So the successful, the information, the direction errors, and client error not found, forbidden. You know something not found, not acceptable, bad request, unauthorized, and server error, the internal server error, not implemented, bad gateway, service unavailable. Explaining in this page, you have to look at this protocol website. Is the URL and continue with this. HTTP. Sometimes when you try visit the website, things don't work perfectly. That's when HTTP error codes help us understand what went wrong. These codes are like message explaining the problem. Let me tell you about the most common one. When everything works fine, we get code 200 meaning okay. If you see a 404 error, it means page not found. Like trying to find a room that doesn't exist in a building. 403 error means forbidden. You are not allowed to see that page. If you see a 500 error, it means there's a problem with the server itself. And 301 and between and 303 errors mean the page has moved to the new address. It's the redirection I've said. These codes help but users and developers understand what's happening when something goes wrong. And MIME types, internet media types, you know these types. MIME types are like labels that tell your browser that what kind of file is dealing with. Every file on the web has a MIME type. For example, when you open a web page, let's type text.html. The file types is the internet types. There's an abbreviation for this. And text plain, image and text types, image types, video application types. And for example, when you open it, it has two text HTML, regular text file is text plain. Pictures can be image JPEG or image GIF, image PNG. Whatever. Videos might be video QuickTime, and programs file are usually application architecture. Your browser uses these labels to know how to handle each file. Show it as a web page, display it as an image, or ask you to download it, like having different types of containers for different types of content. And that's the end of our third lesson. Thanks for listening. See you in the fourth lesson.